Hafade, Malolele, Ali. I am Hettie Sam, and it is a pleasure to be with you again today. There is so much happening here at FestPAC 30, and for many delegates, this is an experience of a lifetime. Even for me, this is my first FestPAC, and I am thoroughly enjoying it. In 1972, the first Festival of Arts was held in Suva, Fiji. Ever since then, the festival has been held in different countries across the Pacific every 4 years, except there was a pause for 4 years when COVID happened. One of the events that is happening at FestPAC is an exhibition capturing the memories of past festivals. Enjoy!
The exhibition has been amazing, collating images, ephemera from past festivals, looking at what the programs were like, the different art forms that were captured, both heritage as well as contemporary. But I think one of the most significant, impactful moments for the team has been having family members come in and recognize their mothers, their grandmothers, their relatives in the photographs, particularly from the first festival. So we had one experience in Fiji where a young man came in and identified his grandmother, who had led the delegation from Banaba to Suva. It was a very emotional moment for him because they did not have a photograph of her, and so it was wonderful to be able to provide that. And then just 2 days ago, at the opening of the PILINA festival exhibition, we had a Tongan representative come in and recognize her mother in the exhibition as well. Her mother is still alive, had been intending to come to FestPAC, but is a little bit frail, and so there was much emotion, but also excitement at being recognized in the exhibition itself. think when we look at the original festivals, the early festivals, what we see really is a meeting or a gathering of our communities to remember, to reclaim, and just to come together and have cultural exchange, something that had never been done before. What's most interesting about FestPAC is that the original principles, values, and objectives that were established in 1972 remain intact today. In fact, in 2021, we had commissioned an independent review of the festival with these questions to say, well, the festival was first established in the 1970s. We had no idea of what the cultural and creative industries were. The conversations around culture as an enabler or vector for development had not surfaced yet. And so we wanted to know whether the festival was still fit for purpose. I think, and what was most incredible for us was the finding that across the region, our members and our people in communities still find those principles and objectives relevant today. And that's a testimony to, I think, the vibrancy and the relevance of the work that's being done at the festival. We often hear the words transformative, incredibly life-changing, because for the first time, many of our people begin to recognize their deep-rooted connections across the region. And so many speak about this personal transformation of self or sense of self, from an individual national identity to recognizing that across these invisible lines that have been traced across the ocean, and the demarcation between Melanesia, Polynesia, and Micronesia, we are much more similar than we are different. And that's an amazing awakening. So the impact on the local community is quite large. And what we are seeing is that after each festival, there's a particular type of resurgence. So we saw after 1992 in the Cook Islands, that impact on voyaging, for example. In Guam, prior to the festival, they already recognized the importance of languages and hosted the first conference directly affiliated with the festival on the safeguarding of Pacific indigenous languages. Again, in Guam was the first time that SPC led the Pacific Arts and Culture Symposium, attempting to bridge the gap between the heritage, contemporary arts, as well as the policy level decision making. So bringing together those key stakeholders to have some of those higher level conversations so that we can bring about the kind of change that we want to see.
Welcome back. One of the countries that is not present at the festival is New Caledonia. While they are not here, they are certainly not forgotten. Here is the story of remembrance. Of FestPAC, and already there has been wonderful exchange of traditional knowledge and culture between delegations. However, some Pacific Island countries are not here for FestPAC, but they're not forgotten. Let's find out more.
Alors, comme vous savez, la délégation Nouvelle-Calédonie, elle n'a pas pu se rendre ici à Hawaï à cause de ce qui se passe au pays. Mais depuis le début du FestPAC, ça a commencé avec Fidji. Quelqu'un a commencé à venir s'asseoir dans notre faré. Et petit à petit, toutes les autres communautés du Pacifique ont commencé à venir et même déposer des cadeaux. Par exemple, ce collier et ces boucles d'oreilles, ils m'ont été offerts par un artiste de Fidji.
Bula and Buzu, welcome to the New Caledonian hale. We are standing here with many visitors from around the participating countries that have their hales all around. When we arrived to start putting up the hale and our decoration for the Fiji, I noticed that there was no presence in the New Caledonian hale. So I suggested that we come and fill it to represent our brothers and sisters from New Caledonia who could not make it. So in the morning when the festival opens, the delegates from countries like Palau, New Zealand, they've been coming through bringing flowers. And then towards the afternoons, the Fijian community delegation are here offering kava to anyone who's coming. So it's been really exciting to see the support that our Kanak brothers are getting. And then everyone's here sharing kava, sharing stories, sharing dance. Yeah, so, and the Fijian choir here singing throughout the evening, and we have to be chased out of here because, filling up the New Caledonian hale with love, laughter, and support. Yeah.
Alors, comme on sait, dans le Pacifique, le kava, il a un caractère culturel. C'est un moment communautaire qui rassemble en fait les communautés du Pacifique. Vous savez qu'à chaque fois, tous les jours, en fin de journée, nos frères et sœurs de Fidji viennent et s'installent pour partager le kava et invitent tous les gens qui passent à venir passer un moment dans le faré du pays. En fait, à chaque fois, des artistes viennent pour s'exprimer. Là, je suis arrivée, quelqu'un a fait un dessin sur un tapa. Des gens viennent faire des pancartes. Il y a des pancartes à l'intérieur de solidarité pour le pays, où ils viennent déposer des cadeaux. Là, à chaque fois, tous les jours, à chaque fois que je viens, il y a de nouveaux cadeaux qui sont là, ou des gens qui viennent me dire qu'ils ont des cadeaux pour offrir. Et je ne sais pas comment je vais faire pour essayer de les ramener, mais je vais essayer de ramener ces cadeaux-là.
Our brothers and sisters also that couldn't make it from Vanuatu and Pitcairn Islands, we're standing in solidarity and support because they're not here. I think the uniting factor for us is the ocean that we share and the spirit of community and togetherness. So so we're here, and hopefully in the next festival they'll be able to make it.
We also come into the arena this afternoon, Your Excellency. We remember our brothers and sisters who are not here with us. We bring their spirit with us. Our brothers and sisters of Vanuatu, our brothers and sisters, the Kanaks of New Caledonia, and our brothers and sisters of West Papua. Though they are not here with us, Your Excellency, we bring their spirit with us this week.
Alors ça fait chaud au cœur parce que j'étais venue à la base ici à Hawaï pour un programme à East West Center et la semaine où je devais rentrer, on sait ce qui s'est passé au pays, j'ai été bloquée et venir ici au Faré, ça a fait du bien d'être entourée par la famille du Pacifique. Ça fait chaud au cœur, surtout quand on voit ce qui se passe au pays. Ça fait chaud au cœur et j'espère qu'au pays, vous voyez qu'on n'est pas tout seul, on a notre grande famille du Pacifique.
When we meet up for our songos, for our families, our whanos, we would reminiscing who's there and who's not there, and we would, where's auntie so-and-so, where's uncle so-and-so, why didn't they come? And the whole thing would not just be complete without them. And I think we felt that also on the day of the ceremony, and our brothers from Vanuatu, New Caledonia, West Papua not being there, and true to our specific spirit and Melanesian spirit, we had to mention them, and I know that their hearts are here also, and just letting them know that we are also thinking of them.
Pacific spirit, everyone is acknowledged and appreciated, even if they're not here. I hope you've enjoyed this story. Stay tuned for more stories from FestPAC here in Hawaii. Welcome back. As you would have seen in each of our episodes, we'll bring you a segment from Hawaii News Now. Here are the highlights of another day from H&M. Enjoy.
How's it, Aloha gang? We're down over here at the Hawai'i Convention Center where the Festival of Pacific Arts and Culture is continuing to bring the Pacific Islands together. Right behind me, Kamehameha is holding a 3-day symposium. And on day one today, they talked about the Declaration for Indigenous Youth.
Indigenous Youth Declaration was written in 2014 at WIPSI, which is the World Indigenous Peoples Conference gathering that happened on Oahu in 2014. But it brought together a few hundred Indigenous peoples from around the world, and we had conversations about what are our priorities as youth and what are the things that we want to see, what are the decisions that we want made based on how we want our future to look. And so the declaration really brings all of those mana'o together from Indigenous youth around the world to have one cohesive document on what we want for our future.
Can you tell us about what was presented over here for day one for the Kamehameha School Symposium?
We heard from our students that they didn't have a platform to share their ideas, their aspirations, talk about the challenges that Indigenous youth are facing throughout our honua. And so we put together, in partnership with Kamehameha Schools and KL Hawai'i, a venue for which students could identify their goals, their aspirations, the challenges for which they want to tackle together with the support of all our adults, our kupuna, and our cultural experts and leaders and so forth. They put forth the declaration, and it outlines areas like economic development, sustainability, health, and so education and so forth. They delivered that to the United Nations and also carried it aboard the vessel by the invitation of Master Navigator Nainoa Thompson, in which Hokulea, our beloved canoe, carried this declaration of Indigenous youth throughout the world on her Malama Honua sail.
I just think, in my opinion, to have a proper moving forward as a lahui, as a nation, as a whole, as an ohana, as a family, we need to really incorporate our next generation and the youth of this world. And so, to me, WIPSI and FestPAC is a way that we can incorporate not only other nations, but our youth of different nations and the different mana'o or the different knowledge that all the different youth have, and to incorporate it into one big mana'o as a lokahi, as a whole, as one ohana, and to move forward properly.
Who else is included in this document, this declaration, outside of Hawaii, other Pacific islands that are represented?
So we have people from Aotearoa, we have some people, representation from Australia, from Canada, from Mokuhonu, have a few more from other Indigenous nations.
So people continue to support the declaration and continue to kokua moving forward.
We really want other youth from different nations to just give their mana'o, give their word, and to not be afraid to speak and to just raise your voices up.
I would really encourage Makua to continue to create OPO spaces and spaces where OPO feels safe, where youth feel safe to share their mana'o.
Here we are at FestPAC. It's been so affirming and empowering to be here as a Kanaka Maoli, and we come together in these types of venues because it helps to affirm our collective responsibility together, one another, that we are bound by our beloved homeland of Moana Nui Akea, and that we are the carekeepers. We are the tradition holders for which we need to assist with carrying forth our indigenous languages, our traditions, and our cultures, and to not have the youth involved would be a miss on our part. We as an entire ohana of Moana Nui Akea can put forth our best selves with excellence, just like our kupuna.
Yesterday, we celebrated PILINA. Our relationships are our heritage and wealth, catching up with the Solomon Islands and Australia.
Well, this is a very unique experience for us because we have to travel far from home just to showcase our culture and share our culture with the people of Hawaii, and also sharing our culture with the communities of the Pacific that have gathered this week, and also to share the culture with us. We are doing something that's creative arts, but also we will blend in a bit of traditional custom tunes, panpipe tunes that has been played during ancient times. So we're going to do that as well. We're super excited to be here. It's a rare opportunity to be in Honolulu, Hawaii. As I said, it's a long way from home, but you know, this is an upcoming group, and coming a long way from the Solomon Islands, it's definitely amazing. It's a huge experience for us. Now it's more of a decorative thing, but in the past this acts like a shield. You know, during head hunting times and like that. What I'm wearing now is mainly signifies you as a male member of the tribe. And this one here, we are wearing it now, males are wearing it now, but in the past, this is only worn by women. So it signifies that the woman is engaged or younger is engaged to someone. But it carries a lot of meaning to us, so we are also wearing it during our performances. This is the traditional handbag. Whenever people travel in the past, they go to attend feasts or like that, everything goes in there. And this is the traditional attire that we put on. That's in the past, yeah. Sure, we're super excited to be here. It's a rare opportunity to be in Honolulu, Hawaii. It's a long way from home, but you know, this is an upcoming group, and coming a long way from the Solomon Islands, it's definitely amazing. It's a huge experience for us, and we want to say hello to the people of Hawaii, and it's good to be here. You have a beautiful country, and I just love to be here today and during this week.
Today through FestPAC, we're here from South Australia with Kāklu to showcase our culture, indigenous culture of Australia, with our beautiful musicians. Amazing art being showcased here today with all different indigenous cultures from the Pacific. We got here last week, so we had the opening ceremony, which was really beautiful. We were actually one of the last to go on, so we were fortunate enough to see all the other performances. One of the things that I've learned is that we're all very unique cultures, very diverse, but also we are ohana. We're all family, and we're all just here to support and respect and listen to each other.
Time has caught up with us again, and it's time to say goodbye. We hope you've enjoyed the stories from the festival. Until tomorrow, lukimu, au revoir.